Hi everybody, I'm back. I did a video and I deleted it because nothing worked. Well, it worked partway, but I didn't prep my surface properly. So I went back and sanded the surface, and we're going to try again and see if the chalk sticks this time. So I am going to do the white. That did not stick, and then we're going to do a lighter color of green because the green is too dark to show on the chalkboard, which is what I was afraid of. And I should have gone with the lighter green. I wasn't excited about using the moss green, but I think it'll be prettier. At least it'll show. So here we go. I'm going to start chalking. I don't think you can see my board, so I'm going to lean this camera down, and you won't be able to see my face, but you'll be able to see what I'm chalking. I'm going to go ahead and push this white through, and then we're going to go ahead and do these lines white because they're going to show better if I do them white. And we want this to pop. So we're going to do everything white except for the outside edges. A little bit of gold, a little bit of green. And some white there too because I'm going to do the berries white. So I'm doing it a little bit faster than last time. I'm not going to be quite so scared of it because I already made the mistake. And it's totally fixable. Just line the stencil back up and I'm going for it. So I'm pushing the paint through the silk screen with a squeegee, a little rubber squeegee that you buy from Couture. Their paints are real thick. They're a paste, a chalk paste, and they are supposed to stick to most surfaces. You do have to do a little sanding or a little waxing sometimes, and I thought I was supposed to wax my chalkboard, and I guess I was not. The center it took, so I'm confused because I waxed the whole board. Why it took in the center, and it kind of came off in pieces in the center, and it looked like an old board, and I kind of liked it. So but because the other parts didn't stick, I couldn't leave it as it was. If the other parts would have stuck, I'd have probably left it as it was because I kind of liked it. It looked like an old board that the paint was kind of chipping off, you know. It's pretty cool looking, but not all of it stuck. So it didn't say Merry Christmas. It said you could mostly read the Happy New Year and the H and the R for Christmas. The pretty C didn't show up. So I don't know if I got carried away on the chalk on the edge, and that's why it didn't stick. I'm seeing some weird stuff on this again. I'm hoping it's all sticking. Maybe I went too slowly and it dried in the screen and pulled it off. That's probably what happened. So I'm going to just go a little more quickly here. As I had to work hard to get the silk screen cleaned, there was a lot of paint stuck in it. You can reuse these a number of times because the paint stuck in it so bad. I don't know if that reduces the amount of times that I can use this stencil. I did notice that I cleaned one and reused it, and I didn't like the finish as well the second time. I don't know if I didn't clean it correctly on one of my stencils. I have to do more touch-up work, but I am learning. I'm learning right now along with you folks. This is the first large stencil I've finished, so we'll see how it goes. Talked earlier that it was snowing here today. I work for the post office and out in that weather today. It was cold. Had to bundle up. It's too early for it to be snowing. It makes a long winter for me to burn snow in that stuff. Anyway. Oh. Some white on the green. It'll be fine. I said I could go back and touch it up. I need to hurry a little faster on this and see if that's part of the problem with why it stuck to the screen instead of the board. just too slow. Berries again here. These little white berries right here. I'm going to redo my stars. They didn't show up quite as smooth and bright as I wanted them to. The edges were rough. Again, like an old kind of beat up board, which was kind of cool looking. But I shouldn't have deleted the video, but I should have left it and then just showed you me going back over the top of things. But I decided to delete it, and then I went, oh, I probably shouldn't have done that. You need to see how to solve problems with these products just like I do. So I'm sorry, I'm head down working here. You probably can't see my face anyway because I aimed it at the board. So hopefully you can see what I'm doing on this board, this chalkboard. Hopefully this time it's going to be what I wanted. And find out. It still felt really smooth because of the wax I put on it after I sanded it. So hopefully it's not too smooth of a surface and the paint can't stick. If that's the case, I'm going to have to repaint the board and start from scratch. And I won't delete this video because then you guys can all see what sometimes happens when we're doing our projects. I'm using a lot of white paint, having to do this twice. Oh well. Obviously maybe it would be really bright and crisp like I wanted it to be. Order another white one. This lettering is so pretty. That's one thing that's fun about couture, is they have so many little sign projects, and they're so popular still right now. You know, the fun signing they have farmhouse styles, and they have all seasons styles. They've got cute little round wood rustic wood pieces for you to make those wood door hangers for your front doors. They sell the stencils to create those. They've got just a bunch of really fun items. Okay, I'm going to hurry a little bit here. Like I said, I think maybe it was because I took too long to fill it up last time. Oh, I want to redo that berry right there that was green. That one, and that one, and that one, and then quickly do the gold. Gold stars again. Alrighty, here we go. Gold stars. And we're going to quickly do some moss green. And hopefully this is going to stick this time, and I corrected the problem with the board. Or the stencil because I was too slow. I wouldn't think you'd have to race, but it is a possibility. I haven't read, you know, how fast you're supposed to be able to pull your transfer off to still have the wet paint below, you know. Debbie, the lady I follow, just has always done things real fast, but I don't know that I've seen her do a lot of big stencils on it. I know I've seen her end product. I don't think I've actually seen her create a lot of big stencils. So that star's gonna pop because it has some white under it. It won't pop. Okay, there's the gold. I'm going to clean it off into my jar because I'm getting other paint colors mixed in. I'm going to churn this a little bit so that I can get to the green sides. And again, I'm going to try and go quickly so that I can get this pulled off for you to see the finished product here. Okay, there's one set of the leaves. There's the bottom leaves. Push that green into there. And it's the moss. It's still not going to be real bright on this board. I don't know. We'll see it. Hopefully it'll show up. It still looks like it might be kind of not enough contrast to show up. I might have to go in with some paintbrush and do some highlighting. Maybe should have just done everything white, and then that would have been a quick one and done. I'm not as experienced yet to do all these multicolors. It's going to come, right? One way or another. Get it done. Oh, I just got some green on that white. Hopefully it won't show. And if it does, no biggie. Okay, I'm going to turn the board. Do the green on this side. I think I'm going quite a bit faster than I did last time. It was probably 20 minutes last time telling you stories and painting away. So I think I've done it quite a bit faster this time. Hopefully it's fast enough that my paint's going to stick to the board and not the transfer. Okay, just the top here to do. That's where it didn't stick last time, so I said hopefully I've corrected the problem. It's going through the transfer, I can see that. It was just, and it did before as well, it just didn't. It came up with the transfer instead of staying on the board. It's not supposed to do that. So I didn't prep my wood correct, or my board correctly. So I'm hoping I have resolved that. They have information on how to do your boards. I just didn't research the chalkboard. I just assumed I knew what I was doing. So it's my fault. It's not Chalktour's fault. Totally on me. Okay, I got just a couple more little. Oh, I missed the berry here. I'll have to do that berry. Alrighty, that's the one I covered up. Oh, I missed a star too. I covered that up accidentally last time with green, so I'm being more careful to not do that. Like I said, I need the smaller squeegee. They have a little teeny one. And I bet you that's what they use for all of these little tight areas. Just making a mess here, I feel like. Alright. Okay, they're all covered. Just got a berry there I gotta fix, and a star that I missed. Do the berry first. I got green on here, let me get that off. There's the berry. Just doing a white berry to keep this down to 3 colors. I may go back in and when I get some red purchased and do them red, but that wouldn't be over the top since there's just such few number of berries. Alrighty, one more star here, and then we can cross our fingers that I prepped the wood properly this time. going to stick here as I pull it up. Okay, so I'm going to aim it back down. I just wanted to say hi. Here we go. I'm going to pull this up. Oh, please, that's stuck to my, oh, much better. Still kind of rustic looking, like, you know, it's pulling a little bit of the paint up like it's an old board, and maybe it's supposed to do that. I don't think it is, but they do have heavier screen in places on their things to kind of create that. Oh, I think it turned out cute. I think it's really cute. I'm going to hold this up for you in just a second. Let me set this transfer down. I'm going to hold this up for you to see. I don't know if you can see. It turned out cute. I do think it needs red berries. But other than that, well, maybe not. I kind of like the golden, green, and white. I got to frame this board. And when I get it all framed, I'll put a picture online to show you the finished project. Anyway, you all have a great day. And when you decide to get chalking, let me know. I want to see your stuff. I want you to share it with me. Talk to you soon. Have a great evening. Bye.